Televisa presenta.
Muy buenos días, ya son las 10 de la mañana y es la hora de entrar al competitivo mundo de la industria global. Este es su programa Matamoros, la voz de la industria maquiladora. El día de hoy tengo aquí conmigo en el estudio a un grupo de inversionistas, a un grupo de ejecutivos que vienen del Reino de Suecia y que nos acompañan también para estar haciendo una memorándum de colaboración con la industria maquiladora, particularmente con Matamoros. En primer término, quiero presentar a la señora Charlotte Lorenz, que es la directora del Centro de Innovación e Investigación Krinova en Kristianstad, Suecia. Bienvenida, Charlotte. También con ella nos acompaña el señor Carl Johansson, que es el presidente precisamente de este prestigiado grupo. Bienvenido. También nos acompaña esta mañana el señor Johan Malki, que es el presidente de la organización OTANES, que tiene su base en Dinamarca, en Copenhague, Dinamarca. Bienvenido, Johan. Nos acompaña también Johan von Lunteren, que es el programador, diseñador de productos de la compañía Krinova también. Bienvenido, Johan. El doctor Malki, viejo conocido de nosotros, Mostafa Malki, que era profesor aquí en la Universidad de Texas y ahora también colabora con su hermano en la organización OTANES en Dinamarca. Bienvenido, Mostafa. Y por supuesto tenemos al ingeniero Rolando González Barrón, que es el presidente de Index. Rolando, buenos días, bienvenido.
Muchas gracias.
Quiero comenzar esta entrevista preguntándole al ingeniero Rolando González Barrón, ¿cuál es el propósito de esta reunión?
Sí, el propósito que tenemos nosotros de esta reunión es aprender de las oportunidades y de la experiencia que tiene Krinova para desarrollar empresas, para desarrollar empleos y para sobre todo generar innovación dentro de las empresas existentes como de la comunidad para que se vuelva más emprendedora. Este es el objetivo principal de la reunión, que nos ayuden a que nuestro centro de innovación colaboremos directamente y aprender de ellos como ellos también aprendan de nosotros.
Gracias, Rolando. Charlotte, welcome again. What's the purpose of Krinova? What's the goal, the objective of Krinova?
Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. The objective of Krinova is to create growth and start new companies and create an attractive region where people want to come and work and collaborate with us. So that's the purpose from the city that we have. So we have an assignment from the city and the university to create growth in the society.
What opportunities do you see now that you're here in Matamoros to collaborate with Index Matamoros, with the city, with different areas of our Matamoros?
You have great opportunities. You have so many great companies and you're a very colorful city and you have the sea and you have the society around you. We see immense opportunities in collaborating with you.
Okay, thank you very much. Carl, you shared an incredible story yesterday about your own life, being, first of all, an employee, an engineer in a large company, and now becoming an entrepreneur. What opportunities do you see for you, for Krinova, for Kristianstad here in Matamoros?
Well, I see the opportunities of pushing the limits of what you can achieve.
Right.
Here you got a lot of values, you got a lot of knowledge, and of course we are interested of taking part of that, and of course giving, because you have, as I see it, the most valuable thing here, trust.
Right.
You trust people, and upon that you can build anything, I think.
Right. Let me switch to Johan. Johan, thank you very much for being here with us today. Johan, from your perspective, what is the importance of these meetings and the collaboration that we can achieve?
First, thank you for hosting us and for the welcoming and warm-hearted welcoming. Well, we have to take as a starting point the context, economic context internationally, and then go to the local level. This is a globalized
Right.
world, and to be more competitive, to be more resilient, and so on, you need to go into partnerships, to ally with like-minded, with people that have something to offer on both sides, and to build something, some common ground that would be benefit, a win-win situation for all parties. And there's everything here, as well as there's everything in Sweden that justify this and makes this as a unique opportunity for Matamoros, but also for Kristianstad.
Okay, thank you very much, Johan. Johan, you are the product designer at Crinova. What competitive advantage you create when working with Crinova and the companies? What are the competitive advantages that you create as an innovation center?
Well, using our methods and tools that we have, we based everything we do on the challenge that is within the company, the challenge that the company
Okay.
has. And then we try to, with working collaboratively, we try to solve these issues they have to move forward. So if you take product design, for example, it's looking into what their market is and what the challenges they find there, and starting there, working ahead.
Very good, Johan. Mustafa, thank you again for being here this morning. You've been a catalyst for this collaboration between Index and Crinova for the last 5 years, also with the son of Rolando Gonzalez. What is the next step that we need to move forward in order to achieve something on collaborating mutually?
Well, I think we have made some great progress. There is trust between the different entities, but there is also a lot of common grounds and a lot of commonalities between Matamoros and Index. Matamoros, both as an organization and also a representative of the community and one of the representative of the largest employers, and also with Sweden. And I think the next step is to explore a joint project that would be beneficial for both sides, and and learn from one another. But I think we have great opportunities, and this is the trend that we need to continue on, to remain competitive, remain relevant, especially in a time where the world is opening up. You cannot do things on your own anymore. You have to have collaboration. You have to have partners that you can trust and rely on, but you have also complementarities between the partners.
Ok. Muchas gracias, Mustafa. Si me permiten, vamos a ir al primer corte de este programa. Regresamos en un minuto.
En Index Matamoros conocemos las necesidades de las empresas. Una de ellas es el realizar capacitaciones continuas, así como reuniones de trabajo. Por ello contamos con el servicio de renta de salas. ¿Deseas hacer una negociación, un curso de capacitación, reunión de trabajo o simplemente presentar un reporte? Contamos con 3 salas de renta. Mesa directiva, capacidad para 12 personas. Sala de entrenamiento, capacidad para 35 personas. Auditorio, capacidad para 200 personas. Todas nuestras salas cuentan con mobiliario, equipo de proyección y sonido, internet y servicio de coffee break. Pregunta por la disponibilidad y reserva con nosotros. Para mayores informes, comunícate con Jamie Núñez al 810-7000. La decisión es tuya. Index Matamoros, la casa de la industria maquiladora.
¿Te interesa ser proveedor de la industria maquiladora? Index Matamoros tiene una excelente oportunidad para ti. La Expo Proveedor Industrial Matamoros 2017, 10ª edición. Te invitamos a exhibir tus productos y servicios a la industria maquiladora de exportación, a asistir a nuestras conferencias de alto nivel con reconocidos expositores, ser parte del networking e interactuar en el cóctel de bienvenida. Y lo más importante, generar clientes potenciales en el encuentro de negocios. Te esperamos este 24 y 25 de mayo en el Centro de Convenciones Mundo Nuevo. Para más información, visita www.indexmatamoros.org.mx o llama al 868-810-7008 y 810-7009.
Ya estamos de regreso en su programa Index Matamoros, la voz de la industria maquiladora. Platico esta mañana con un grupo de inversionistas y ejecutivos del Reino de Suecia que nos visitan para hacer un convenio de colaboración con Index Matamoros. Rolando González, presidente de Index Matamoros, ¿qué más le podemos apostar con esta visita?
Mira, una de las partes importantes, de las cosas que nosotros queremos lograr con esta visita es, además de promover la cuestión de la innovación, necesitamos promover el desarrollo de talento. Necesitamos también buscar la manera de cómo incentivar a nuestros trabajadores y nuestros estudiantes a que empiecen nuevas empresas. Y por otro lado, es un cambio de mentalidad de nuestra organización, donde en vez de prácticamente ayudar a las empresas a que sean más competitivas, que cumplan con todos los programas y las reglamentaciones de la industria maquiladora, ahora necesitamos cambiar nuestra mentalidad a que las empresas las ayudemos a que sean más competitivas y más productivas.
Gracias, Rolando. Charlotte, you've been with Crinova for the last 6-7 years, and you have built a strong organization out of your city in Kristianstad. What are the main strengths that you see in your organization?
I think the people working at Crinova, where we have a lot of entrepreneurial spirit and everybody has run their own company before, so the understanding of what it is like to be an entrepreneur is very important. And the spirit amongst us that we are there to support the society and support in working with innovation is important as well, that we service everyone.
Right. Carl, what are the challenges for a new entrepreneur in this world in Sweden right now? What are your challenges now? What do you expect?
There are a lot of challenges, and that's positive because out of the challenge you find the solution, and that's entrepreneurship, in my opinion.
Right.
And still, I think the biggest challenge has always been there. It's the guts to fail. That's the biggest challenge, I think, and that's kind of the spirit at Crinova also. That you're allowed to fail, learn, and try again. So that should be the main challenge.
Right, the foundations of of the business. Johan, there is an international trend, and then there's of course Crinova looking to do more business with other countries. What other opportunities you see?
You mean opportunities with other areas of the
yes,
world?
Yes, in this area you mentioned something in the break that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well. When you, for example, Crinova functions as a catalyst, as an engine in that region to dynamize, to shape an ecosystem that is sustainable and that is strong enough to create resilience, economic resilience to kind of changes that would be negative for the economic situation of a specific region, and in this case theirs. So you are in a context when it comes to dealing with innovation and dealing especially with the approach they have with open innovation and looking at the results they've achieved. Working this way, it impacts not only on the business community, but it impacts in a larger scale and deeper on the society, on the community, because it involves so many stakeholders, whether it's within education, shaping new talents, entrepreneurship, new companies, and so forth and so on. So there is really a very valuable, very relevant kind of result out of this. And this is to be part of shaping a stable, wealthy, peaceful, talented community all around.
Right, right. Hannes, you mentioned a few minutes ago about the model that you have. Can you explain a little bit about your model and what are the steps that you follow when you have a new person interested in doing services with you?
Well, it's very based on what I said before. Whenever we meet an entrepreneur or we get an idea or we even ourselves see an area where we have a challenge, that is where we start. So it's always trying to find out what is the challenge of this company and this idea you want to bring forward. What are the challenges you are meeting now at this point? And that's our starting point. And from that, we design our process going forward using tools that we are constantly developing, finding new tools, so on. And that is a process that can be very short or very long.
Right. Very good, Johan. Mustafa, we have a challenge right now with a changing world and a new government in place in the United States, and you live in Dallas. What do you expect and how you see our relationship in Mexico with the United States, with some other countries like Sweden?
Well, I think this is really an opportune moment for these things to happen. Most people look at it as a crisis, and it's an opportunity to, look at other areas. Mexico will always remain a strong partner with the U.S. It's Texas' biggest trading partner. So that's not going to change, and it's not going to change in overnight or even in 4 years. So that's not going anywhere. We need to be realistic and separate the politics from the reality. But it also gives people of the region here in Matamoros, especially and Brownsville, the opportunity to look at other avenues and other partners. The world is made up of more than just 2 countries.
Right.
And it opens doors, it opens new perspectives and new opportunities for partnerships, for collaboration and friendships and exchange between cultures and between people. At the end of the day, we are all the same.
Right. Thank you very much, Mustafa. Si me permiten, vamos a ir al segundo corte de este programa. Quédense con nosotros, están en su programa Index Matamoros, la voz de la industria maquiladora. Regresamos en un minuto.
En Index Matamoros conocemos las necesidades de las empresas. Una de ellas es el realizar capacitaciones continuas, así como reuniones de trabajo. Por ello contamos con el servicio de renta de salas. ¿Deseas hacer una negociación, un curso de capacitación, reunión de trabajo o simplemente presentar un reporte? Contamos con 3 salas de renta. Mesa directiva, capacidad para 12 personas. Sala de entrenamiento, capacidad para 35 personas. Auditorio, capacidad para 200 personas. Todas nuestras salas cuentan con mobiliario, equipo de proyección y sonido, internet y servicio de coffee break. Pregunta por la disponibilidad y reserva con nosotros. Para mayores informes, comunícate con Jamie Núñez al 810-7000. La decisión es tuya. Index Matamoros, la casa de la industria maquiladora.
¿Te interesa ser proveedor de la industria maquiladora? Index Matamoros tiene una excelente oportunidad para ti. La Expo Proveedor Industrial Matamoros 2017, 10ª edición. Te invitamos a exhibir tus productos y servicios a la industria maquiladora de exportación, a asistir a nuestras conferencias de alto nivel con reconocidos expositores, ser parte del networking e interactuar en el cóctel de bienvenida. Y lo más importante, generar clientes potenciales en el encuentro de negocios. Te esperamos este 24 y 25 de mayo en el Centro de Convenciones Mundo Nuevo. Para más información, visita www.indexmatamoros.org.mx o llama al 868-810-7008 y 810-7009.
Ya estamos de regreso en su programa Index Matamoros, la voz de la industria maquiladora. Platico esta mañana con un grupo de inversionistas y ejecutivos del Centro de Investigación Crinova, de Otanes también en Dinamarca. Y para terminar este programa quiero preguntarle al ingeniero Rolando González, el Centro de Innovación Index Matamoros, ¿cuál es lo que espera usted de él?
Sí, el Centro de Innovación va a ser un foro donde queremos inspirar a la gente a que sea el medio que utilicen para innovar dentro de sus empresas, que al mismo tiempo el Centro de Innovación sea un centro de encuentro donde se compartan ideas y donde nuestra gente además de generar más innovación dentro de sus empresas, también tengan la capacidad de innovar nuevos proyectos y que posteriormente con el tiempo se conviertan en emprendedores, porque lo que necesitamos aquí en nuestra comunidad es más empresarios. A medida que tengamos más empresarios, nuestra comunidad sería más fuerte.
Gracias, Rolando. En la mañana estaba platicando con Ali Rock, que es uno de los integrantes de esta delegación, y me decía que una de las grandes cosas que tenemos que buscar son las similitudes. I was talking to Ali Rock this morning, Charlotte, and he was telling me that one thing that we need to find is similarities instead of differences. And collaborating with Christian Studies is something that when I visited your center 2 years ago, I found that you want the same. You want to be a better mother, a better father. You want to raise your kids. You want to have a better level of life. So what do you see in that collaboration?
And we want to develop the society and use it for development for the future. And I feel that here as well. You have all of Index, the atmosphere is that you work with the society. You're part of developing the society. And we have that assignment as well, to be part of the community, a strong community, and developing that. So that I feel we have very much in common.
Right. Thank you very much, Charlotte. Carl, Charlotte mentioned this morning also that Crinova would like to explore other avenues in the world. As a chairman of the board, what do you expect of that collaboration?
Well, I'm from automotive industry, so the obvious is sharing knowledge about industrial production and the market, but then being part of a challenge-driven science center, pretty much the same challenges appear all over the world. So coming from different cultures and different areas of the world will enhance the speed of innovation. That's my hope and thought.
Okay. Johan, you have a philosophical vision of this collaboration that you mentioned a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, my vision would be summarized this way. It's is that the future belongs to us all together, and it's just up to us to start building it up together. And in this sense, we can start with the big picture, and we can go step by step, things that can be achievable and strong enough to be used to build upon them and make this project bigger. And in the long run, I hope and I see, and I think it's possible, it's at reach of hand, it's to connect the dots in that sense that we are working on almost the same kind of projects elsewhere, and to connect this, to make this network, these opportunities even bigger, even greater, and provide this community, Matamoros or Crinova and Christian Centro Crinova, or the other projects or areas where we have these projects, with this common ground and common opportunity to grow wealthy, strong together.
Thank you, Johan. Hannes, when you run an organization, you always have your vision, your mission, you have your objectives, you have your goals, but somehow you have a special feeling about the stories of success that you have every day, and then you feel very proud about that. Can you explain one of those stories of success?
Well, the way we work differs sometimes to other innovation centers in Sweden, and our process is a bit different. And when you feel success is then when you prove that the way we work works. Mm-hmm. And often it's when I've had my gut feeling contradicted by not saying no, by saying yes, and looking for the challenge, working with the challenge, and the company proves that your gut feeling was wrong. I never told them that, but that's success for me.
Okay. Hannes, Mustafa, you've been a successful professor of the university. You're very good on numbers, statistics, and I would like to ask you, what other avenues, other than the industry that we belong, you see that we can collaborate? You mentioned, and then Johan mentioned also, other types of aspects of the city, maybe energy, health.
Well, I think we need to keep in mind, trends and also the ecosystem and also the society that we live in. There are certain trends, certain problems that are common to all societies, water management, resource management in general. And those are areas that are going to be critical. I mean, some of them are already critical. The water management, we have water droughts in California. So it's a problem that's common to all people all over the world. We realize that water, we always knew it was a scarce resource, but we didn't know how scarce it was until more recently. And now when you can see it in the way we sell water, it's a big industry now. Water has been bottled because we realize it's a really very valuable resource. So I think looking at areas like that, like the water management, the wastewater management, the solid waste, how we manage it instead of burying it down and wasting it. It's a resource that can be traced. And what I have found and actually learned about Sweden is it's very good at managing their waste. So it's not a waste. We call it a waste because by definition we need to throw it away. But to them it's a resource that can be recycled and reused. And this is the way that we need to go because it's good for the environment, it's good for business, it's good for society. We have to, we're custodian of this environment and this earth, and we have to live it better than we found it. And this is what I believe in. And I think with this, partnership, I think we can have a bigger impact than, individually.
Okay, Johan. Well, everything has a start and an end, and we come to an end this morning on this program. Thank you very much for participating with us, for being here as excellent guest of Matamoros, and I hope to see you soon. Muchas gracias. Hemos llegado al fin de su programa Index Matamoros, la voz de la industria maquiladora. Nos vemos dentro de 15 días cuando otra vez sea la hora de entrar al competitivo mundo de la industria global. Soy Roberto Matus. Buenos días.